Hello, my name is Bear Fatel, and today I'm going to be showing you how to fill out an N7 notice to end your tenancy for causing serious problems in the rental unit or residential complex. Now, if you want to know where to download this form, the link will be in the description. It is on the Tribunals Ontario website, and let's get started. What you're going to do is you want to click on the N7 over here, and it will download, and then you're going to open that form up. Now, my advice is typically to print it out and fill it out by hand. However, just a quick disclaimer, I am a realtor. I am not a legal professional. This is not legal advice. I recommend you consult a legal professional and or the Landlord and Tenant Board for your eviction needs. This is just a video to help you fill it out, but again, fill it out and make sure you review it with the Landlord and Tenant Board or a legal professional just to make sure you filled it out properly. Okay, let's get started. So with 2, you want to fill out the name of all the tenants in the rental unit that you are looking to evict. Now make sure these names are spelled out exactly how they were on the agreement to lease. When it comes to your name, again, it's your name. Make sure it's filled out, and you make sure to fill it out exactly how it was filled out on the agreement to lease. And then finally, the rental unit. Again, this should have been filled out properly on the agreement to lease, but make sure you include unit number if it's a unit with a number, and make sure you write basement if this is, for example, for a basement unit. So let's get moving on to the termination date. Typically with an N7, the termination date is within 10 days of receiving the notice. However, if you are sending this out by mail, you would have to give them another 5 days. It is always recommended that you give it to them either in person or sliding it under the unit door. However, if you have some concerns in that space, you can always mail it to them and just add 5 days to the notice. Termination date, of course. So let's scroll down, and now here you're going to just choose the reason. So starting off with reason 1, your behavior or the behavior of someone visiting or living with you. So they you know here that they are responsible for any other occupants that come into the property, has seriously impaired the safety of another person, and this behavior occurred in the residential complex, right? You can't do this for things that happened outside of it. If that is the reason that they've been doing something that's putting other people in danger, you would choose reason 1. If you or someone visiting with or living with you has willfully damaged the rental unit or the residential complex, and now here the clear word is willfully, so you do have to kind of establish intent with this one potentially, so you would choose reason 2. And then for example, reason 3, now this could be something like, for example, if they have machinery all of a sudden in the residential unit that has damaged the unit or something of that sort, you or someone visiting or living with you has used the rental unit or residential complex in a way that is inconsistent with its use. So for example, if it's a residential unit and they somehow used it as a manufacturing facility. Now this is of course just be throwing an example out there. There could be other examples for this. And now if this behavior has caused or can be expected to cause serious damage, you would put out reason 3. And then if you are a landlord that lives in the same, for example, 4-plex, 3-plex, whatever the complex might be, you and I live in the same building that has 3 or fewer residential units, your behavior or the behavior of someone visiting or living with you has substantially interfered with my reasonable enjoyment. This would be you, the landlord of the residential complex, and or another one of my lawful rights, privileges, or interests. So again, if they're doing something, for example, that's restricting your movement and your right to movement or something of that sort, this would be the reason you choose. Now, regardless of the reason you choose, you do have to clarify when this has happened. And again, be as precise as you can with the date and time, and be as clear as you can with the details. This I would definitely recommend. After you fill it out, contact the Landlord and Tenant Board and just have them review it before you fill out the notice. Take an extra day, have that done with them. And then finally, to fill it out and sign it, if you, the landlord, are filling it out, you would write your first name, last name, phone number, your signature, and I do recommend here by hand, and then finally the date, month, and year of you filling this out. If a legal representative is signing this, make sure it is a legal representative with an LSUC number. And now if you're a landlord and you're looking to buy, rent, or evict a tenant and move into, for example, commercial rentals or stay in residential, contact me. We can help you look for residential units in areas that don't necessarily have this issue quite as frequently. And with anything related to your realtor or real estate needs, feel free to reach out, and I wish you all the best. Have a good one. Bye now.